So this is multi-barreled rocket egg ordnance, M.B.R.E.O. M.B.R.E.O. The idea is that the engine is connected to the recovery tube through this U channel. So when the ejection charge goes off, the parachute will blast out the back like this, and the egg will stay safely inside the egg chamber, and we will have a safe recovery. Now, I wanted to make a bunch of these rockets for participants of Egg Loft that maybe didn't have time to build their own rocket, so they can put these together on site and have their own. Before I make a bunch of rockets though to give away, I kind of want to make sure that they work well. It's pretty unprecedented to be testing rockets before Egg Loft, but in this case I'm going to do that so that everybody has a good time with a good rocket. So, since I'm not ready to destroy a bunch of eggs just yet, I'm going to make my egg stand-in. Alright, so to do that, I have these plastic egg casings, but this weighs nothing like an egg. An egg is about 56 grams, so it just so happens if I use one of these casings and then find a bunch of rocks like that, I got about almost 56 grams. So this will be my approximation for an egg, and if I lose it or it gets smushed or destroyed, it's no big deal. It's just a bunch of rocks and a plastic egg. It's important to make sure that I replicate the weight of an egg as closely as possible, because the whole weight distribution of the rocket will have a strong influence on how it flies. It'll make the difference between whether it is a stable flight or a crazy, wacky, and wild unstable flight. So I've made an approximate egg right here. This egg will go in my nose cone, like so, and I'll just tape that together so that doesn't come apart. Alright, okay, that is just about ready. Now, before we fly it, one test we can do is called the swing test. So what I want to make sure is that the center of gravity of this rocket is forward enough and the center of pressure back here is large enough that the rocket will fly in a nice stable flight. If it's out of balance, it could go backwards, or it could go tumbling around, and that's just a dangerous situation. Alright, so to find the center of gravity, all we do is we tie a string around the body here. Okay, just something that's going to hold it. Alright, and we see where it balances. Alright, so it balances right about there pretty good, which is where I wanted it to, and that makes me happy. So now what we'll do is we'll take this outside and we'll swing it around in a loop, and we'll see which way it flies, and hopefully it has a nice stable flight. Cool, alright, well, I'm out here now, and I got the rocket on a string, so I'm going to go out and swing it, see what happens. Okay, well that wasn't bad. At least it didn't go backwards or anything, and it didn't tumble around through the air. What I would like to have seen is that the nose pointed more tangent-like to the circle, to direct itself into the wind. The nose kind of stuck out and wanted to be flung outwards, which is a little bit questionable. It's marginally stable, I think, but definitely worth trying. Definitely worth trying launching.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna do the test rocket launch of M.B.R.E.O here.
What's M.B.R.E.O?
M.B.R.E.O, multi-barreled rocket egg ordnance.
That's what you call your rocket?
That's what that one is that we're gonna launch today. Okay. Now, first thing I should say is don't try this at home. You should always shoot your rockets in a big open field away from any houses and any trees.
Then why are we doing it right here?
'Cause Mom's not home. All right. So let's see. What do we got here?
Orange corn.
So this is the launch controller, right? Can you demonstrate how's it going to work without actually doing it? Just explain what you do to launch it.
So I'm going to flip up the arm.
Yep.
Then I'm going to push that back.
Uh-huh.
And then it's going to put that on. And then I'm going to put...
You're going to mash on the launch button?
Mash on the launch, and it's going to set up.
All right. You're going to hold the launch button for a couple seconds to make sure that the connection makes the igniter grow. All right. Sounds good. All right. So this here is connected by this long wire. I'm going to walk out there. Why don't you come with us? This long wire here goes all the way out to the rocket. Alright, here we are at the launch pad. Now, all I gotta do is hook up the igniter. Are we safe and disarmed? Alright, I got the all clear from launch control. So we're gonna hook up the igniter here. Okay, the rocket is connected. You may arm it. Alright, wait for me to say. Okay, begin your countdown and launch.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that was not good. Alright, well, we know that is not a good design for Egg Loft, and I will have to make a new version. But it's a good thing we tested it now. Let's go see what we got.
I smell smoke. Or maybe steam, I don't know.
Yeah, watch out for the dog bones.
No.
Alright, yeah, the snow puts out the fire. So, well, the good news, it looks like the parachute ejected out the back. So this U-channel design is actually a good design. However, it is not aerodynamically stable, as we just demonstrated.
What's aerodynamically?
Aerodynamically, it means how it flies through the air. So,
Oh
do you think,
yeah, you're like...
is that how it should fly through the air?
No.
No, we will have to
I remember the smell.
try again.
It smells like ew.
Alright, let's clean this up.